Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are sorry we are coming to you behind schedule. We've got technical issues. There hasn't been network around where we are in the last 25 minutes. So our apologies, please. Today we are here with you again to talk about read a book aloud with me. As another form of introduction today, we will tell you more about the process and we will tell you why we are doing this. We have told you before that why we are doing this is because a lot of our children are in school but they are not learning. That was the finding of the World Bank last year. In school, not learning. Also, we have one of the highest number of out-of-school children around the world. 11.7 million children are out of school in Nigeria. And there's a relationship between being out of school and learning poverty. A lot of these children that are out of school will not be able to read and write. And that will be compounded by a lot more are also in school, but they cannot read. They are in school and they cannot read. So that becomes very problematic for our country, and also is going to affect the future of these children and also issues around employability. Now, we all know in our country that there are a lot of unemployed youths. There are a lot of youths there that are also unemployable, even though they are carrying certificates around, but they are unemployable because they don't have the employability skills that are required by employers. So a lot of these issues have been traced to the inability to read, and it's because they did not start reading early enough in life. So this is why this is becoming a very serious issue that we all need to deal with. So that is why we have taken this as very important, and we are doing this read a book aloud with me. Also, 23rd of this month, just in 3 or 4 days from now, is the World Book and Copyright Day. And remember that the World Bank framework that we are using is called the learning poverty. And the simple description and definition of learning poverty is the ability of 10-year-old to be able to read and comprehend a simple story. 10-year-old ability to read and comprehend simple story. I don't know the assessments in your own area, but in far north, we have many of 12, 13-year-olds that cannot read and comprehend a simple story. So this becomes challenging and we need to find a solution to it. So that is why we've taken up this challenge to be doing this read a book aloud with me. So please be prepared to join us in this movement so that we can reduce learning poverty in our country. Since we started this program, this is our 17th day. It's our 17th day on this program, and we have taken a lot of the approaches, a lot of the reading aloud approaches. We've taken echo method, we've taken the Budi method, we've taken the echo method, pairwise, teacher to student reading, Fori, time repeated reading, and all that, because we have about 12 approaches to reading aloud. So we've taken all the 12 now, and the last one we are working on now is the body approach. B-U-D-D-Y. Body approach. Body can also be a friend. So what we are doing today is that we have friends reading from different locations. Let me give an example. We have a friend reading from Benue. We have friends reading from Borno. We have friends reading from Kano. We have friends reading from Lagos. So the friend that is reading from Benue and the friend that is reading from Borno, they are reading the same book. So after reading the first chapter of that book, the one in Benue is going to call the friend in Borno so that he can explain what he had read in that book, while the one in Borno will also respond to the one in Benue and explain what she had read. So that is the body approach. The body approach is trying to develop comprehension in children. We have children from different locations who had agreed to read the same book and explain whatever they understood in that book to their friend in the other location. So that is the approach we'll be using in the next 4 days. We have different children from our partners in different areas of the country that are reading and want to explain whatever they have read to their friend in the other location, and their friend in the other location will also call to explain to them. So this approach has been found to be very important and productive because it helps to build comprehension among these friends and children. Remember the other approach that we've used, the time-repeated reading. We have used that before now, where you can use that to determine the percentage reading accuracy of children. When children read a passage or a full page, you get the total number of words in that page. Then that same children, as he or she reads, how many of those words was she able to pronounce and spell correctly in the reading process? You note those total number of words, then you note the total number of words that he or she was unable to call or pronounce or spell correctly. So if you do that for that child for 4 times, you time the starting time of that reading process and the finishing time. You do that 4 times, you can use that to determine is the number of time that he or she is reading, is it increasing or reducing? How many minutes or how many seconds did it take that reader to read that one page? So once you're able to determine that, you get the total number of words read correctly, you divide it by the total number of words in that page, then you multiply that by 100. That will give you percentage accuracy of that child. Is it the person from Benue? Put it on speaker. So that is how the time repeated. Pick it and put it on speaker. Where is the person? Pick it now. Answer. Don't worry. Hello. Okay, thank you so much. I think our friend and colleague from Benue is calling now. So please come along with me. Let's listen to our reader from Benue. Okay, please go ahead, please. We are listening.
Okay. It's reading all over again?
Yes. Okay.
So, Joseph. Yeah, you read to your friend. What? Say good evening. Oh, my name is Joseph. My name is Joseph. Are you there?
Answer now, Taylor.
Are you there?
Yes.
Speak louder. Talk.
Good evening, all. Good evening, all. My name is Joseph.
Say good evening, Joseph. My name is Taylor.
Good
Sarah's
evening,
mom.
Joseph. My name is Tehila.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Thank
continue.
you.
Continue, Joseph. Let's hear your reading.
Okay, I'll read loudly. Sarah's mom is her hero because she is the best mom and the best scientist in the world. Because, but even Sarah's mom cannot find a cure for the coronavirus. What
Okay.
what does COVID?
We are sorry. We've got some technical issues here. We've got. Okay. Okay. Coming back now. You speak louder, Taylor. You talk louder. Okay.
Okay, can you continue? Can you continue? COVID-19 or coronavirus is so tiny we can't see it. So said her mom, but it spread in the cough and sneezes of people who are sick. And when they touch people or things around them, the, the people who are sick get a fever and a cough sometimes and perhaps. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Okay, so you can start. Yeah, we are hearing you.
We are listening.
And can have some trouble breathing. So we can't fight it because we can't see it. There are we there are need to the people anyone can help us fight it. Children are special and they can help too. You you need to stay safe for all of us. I need you to be my hero. Sarah laid in the bed that night and did not feel like a hero at all. She felt upset. She wanted to go to school, but wanted the COVID-19 to stop her.
Yes. We are listening. Go ahead.
Heroes have superpowers. He said she's to sleep. What I have suddenly
Put it on speaker. It's not on speaker again. They are there. Is it on speaker? It's not. It's a speaker. Okay. Okay, hello, hello, madam from Benway. Joseph, what is it from? Joseph, hello, Joseph. Joseph, hello, Joseph. Hello. Okay, can you explain what you read to your friend Taylor? Can you explain the lessons and what you learned from that page that you read? Can you explain that to Taylor? You need to speak louder so that we can hear you, please. Calling back now. Hello? Hello, Joseph.
Yes, sir.
Now, can you explain what you read? Can you explain it to your friends? Okay, explain it. We are listening. Taylor is listening to you. Taylor is listening to you. Explain what you read to her.
Okay, so you should explain. At the beginning. Okay.
Tell her.
About the
Okay.
Sarah was asking her mom about how the thing is, her mom, but her mom said she don't, she don't know, she can't see the thing, so they can't fight it, but children are special, so continue. So when her mom left her, she wanted to go out and of the coronavirus. She was at home and she laid in her bed and asking herself that she's not a hero. Superheroes have power, and slowly she slept. As she slept, a voice came to her saying that, calling her name and saying that I am raw, that I am here on your mind. The voice asked her what he wants her to be. So when she told the voice what the voice should be, when she woke up, and so it, 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 the arrogant came into the room. She want to tell all the children in the home from coronavirus. So she said it's not because of the coronavirus. She said that when she said that, so when and they told them.
Okay, Joseph.
Told them that if they want to be saved, you go into your elbow.
Okay, Joseph.
Hello?
Hello, Joseph. So that's fine. Thank you so much. Let your friend Taylor, let her read to you now and also explain to you.
Okay.
Okay, please listen to your friend. She will tell you her name and she will also read to you. After reading that same passage, she will now explain it to you. Thank you. Please listen to her. Okay, go ahead. Read and tell her your name.
My name is Taylor Ibrahim. I want to read My Hero is You.
Okay.
Sarah's mom is her hero because she's the best mom and the best scientist in the world. But even Sarah's mom cannot find the cure for the coronavirus. What does COVID-19 look like? Sarah asks her mom. COVID-19 or the coronavirus is so tiny we can't see it, said her mom. But it spread in the cough and sneeze of people who are sick. And when they touch people or things around them, people who are sick get a fever and a cough and can have some trouble breathing. So we can't fight it because we can't see it, Sarah asked. We can't fight it, said Sarah's mom. That's why we need to be safe, Sarah. The virus affects many kinds of people can and anyone can help us fight it. Children are special and they can help too. We need to stay safe for all of us. I need you to be my hero.
Okay, now explain to your friend Joseph.
This story is talking about that Sarah asked her mommy how did how did COVID-19 look like? Then the mommy answered that it's so tiny we can't see it. So Sarah asked her mommy that so we can't see it because it's so tiny. But her mommy answered that we can fight it. So her mommy now said her mom now said children are special because they can help too.
Okay, you finished? Okay, so thank you so much, Joseph. I'm sure you heard from Taylor. Have you heard from Taylor, Joseph?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you. You and Taylor will continue your reading again tomorrow. You can say back, try to greet Taylor so that we can continue with the program. So Taylor also greet.
Good evening.
Bye.
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 Okay. So thank you so much, Taylor and Joseph. We've seen Taylor and Joseph now. They've read. They are now a body. They are friends. They are friends. So Taylor and Joseph are friends. They have read. Taylor had explained what she read to Joseph. Joseph too had explained what he read to Taylor. Now they both understood um, COVID-19, coronavirus, that it is a virus, it's so tiny, you can't see it with your eye, but children have got a lot of role to play in preventing the spread of coronavirus. They tried to explain, Sarah explained that to her mom, and we will start from that passage tomorrow. We've read page 4 of that passage of the storybook today. For those of you that are listening to us at home, we have that book with us. The story about how children themselves can fight and prevent coronavirus. So if you are interested in reading with us and you are listening to us from home, please send a message to us. We will send you the link of that book, How Children Can Fight COVID-19 Themselves. So thank you, Taylor and Joseph. Joseph is reading from Benway. why Taylor is reading from Maiduguri, Borno State. So both of them have read today. We hope that tomorrow we will take some other children from Abuja and Kaduna, or Abuja and Ogun State tomorrow. But the importance of what we are doing, particularly for those of you that are just joining us, is that we are promoting Read Aloud. We are promoting children to be able to read aloud, and that reading itself is a foundational skill. It's a fundamental skill that every children must develop. When children are able to read very well, they can improve their level of fluency, they can improve their level of comprehension, they can improve their level of vocabulary and pronunciation. So that is why we are doing this, and we are encouraging children, friends from different locations, to read to one another, explain the lessons from what they read, so that they can improve their fluency, they can improve their comprehension, and they can improve their vocabulary. So it's important that we encourage children to do this. For those of you that are watching us from home, please encourage this with your children and their friends from other locations. We started this program 17 days ago, and we've taken a lot of approaches. This is just one of the approach that we are taking today. And in the next 4 days, this is the approach we'll be taking. This approach called Buddy Reading. Buddy, Buddy reading. Buddy is like friends. Friend in different locations reading and explain their reading process. The process is very simple. Get your friend from another location, agree on the book to read. But because of the period that we are, because everybody needs to get information around coronavirus, COVID-19, that's why we are reading a children's story book on COVID-19, so that children themselves too can read, explain to their friends, and take action on COVID-19, how they can prevent themselves, how they can prevent their parents, and how they can prevent the spread of COVID-19 in their own home, in their communities, and in their states. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everyone that has participated today, particularly to our Buddy, Taylor, and Joseph, and also my colleague who is facilitating from Benue, Mrs. Doshima Agu, facilitating from Benue, while Kabiru Abbas is facilitating from Maiduguri, Borno State. So for all that participated today, we hope that you will practicalize this and give us feedback. Thank you so much, Pastor Rudolph. We appreciate your participation. Thank you, Rufai Adetunji, Jasowo, thank you. Our big sister all the way from the UK, Antilano, thank you so much. We really appreciate you, and our readers appreciate your participation. Esther Oketola, thank you so much. Doris Sakama, Doris, we should check on you tomorrow, so please prepare your readers from Kaduna so that they can read from with other readers in Abuja or other readers in Borno or other states. Oh, Hakim, thank you so much. Our colleague, Hakim, is reading from somewhere, maybe Tunisia or Brussels, wherever you are. Hakim, thank you so much for participating today. We are reading about COVID-19 and how children can take action on effective hand washing, on sneezing into their hands, covering their mouth with a mask, and social distancing, and advising their colleagues and their friends to also stay at home. That's the aspect we are reading, and I'm sure that you will love the aspect of the effective hand washing aspect of it. For Luke and Washuku, thank you so much. Our friend Priscilla Jacob, all the way from Cross River State, thank you so much for participating. We will come your way again tomorrow by 5:30, where we are going to be taking other children from other states. We hope to take children from Kaduna and Ogun State tomorrow so that they can also read this same book. If you need this same book, it's a book that has been sent to us by UNESCO to let children know about the coronavirus, how they can prevent themselves, how they can prevent their family. If you need the book, just send us a message. We will share the link with you. The link will be on my timeline very soon, so you can get it from there so that your own children too can read about it. We can get your children connected with another children in another location so that they can also read and explain their reading and share the lessons and all that. So once again, thank you so much, everyone. Let's hear from my colleague from Benue, Madam Doshima. What do you want to say to people?
Yeah, this is great. I encourage everyone to participate, be a part of it, and not be left out. It's great work to Abbas.
How is Benue and how are children participating in this process in Benue?
Benue is fine. Benue is okay. Children are copying. They stay at home. Action is put in place so that all in us.
But how are they using the social media like we are doing now? How are children in Benue using that to also getting across to their friends in different homes in Benue?
Is really very low. So that is an area that we need to really work to motivate, facilitate. It's very, very low.
Okay.
So we need to work on this. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk more about you and see how we can also support the Benue children to be part of this process. Thank you so much for facilitating the reading today. Thank you. Have a nice evening. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Okay, bye, Joseph. So, thank you, Teila, too, for reading today. Bye-bye, Joseph. Bye. See you some other time. So, friends and colleagues from home, thank you for your participation today. 5:30 is another time tomorrow. Let's make it so that we can all improve learning poverty in our country and increase the culture of reading. Reading is a foundational skill. It's important for everyone. The more we start it with children at this age, the more they become better readers and they become better citizens tomorrow. And they will do well in their future career and opportunities. So until I see you tomorrow, I remain your friend, the initiator of Read a Book Aloud with me, Kabiru Abbas. Bye-bye. Have a nice evening.